Hello, how are you? This is going to be for my dear Geminis here. So here we are with your regular bonus reading. Now, just quickly for the new people here, I do two types of bonus readings. One is for the members only, so you actually have to become member to watch one of those. I do upload them every day, so it's a lot of extra videos to watch. And you can become a member by pressing the join button below the video. It's going to take you to choose between a couple of options if you want to. Now, the other one is for the two signs with the most viewed videos during the week, always referring to the weekly, and it's always you and some other sign. And because you are, well, my greatest supporters, I do this extra bonus reading only for you almost every week, but this is your regular, that's why I say that. Now, I did pull actually an oracle here. I'm going to read you the actual message, and then we're going to pull some tarot. Now, here we have a number 20. It's fraternity, and I'm going to read the message here. Approach your work and your action in a state of socialness and solidarity, perhaps starting collaboration with those you trust. Well, my dear Gems, it looks like we do have a teamwork. Now, it's interesting here because the moment that I touch this energy, yes, of course, I do know what is this oracle, but this could be, like a teamwork between the twins, so it's you and your twin here. What are you going to do? You might have been facing a situation that you are a little bit, just this inner conflict is going on, well, better get your, things here in order and straighten this up, because it's time to move forward with this, okay? But we need to reach some type of agreement, okay? Especially for those of you that this is between your twins, so inner conflict. For the rest of you, yes, any type of teamwork, collaboration, or even friendships, or maybe it's time for this connection, or to connection to, get stronger, to be something to be taken to the next level as well. It doesn't have to be only work or, but yeah, it could be that. But for some of you, especially for those of you that are saying, well, I'm not really, dealing with anything like that, it could be some type of inner conflict here that does need to be resolved. Something might be very draining for you, so that's why maybe you need to rely on others, because some of you, your energy is a little bit low, and some of you maybe just let's say sharing the experiences, even through communication, just sharing information could be very valuable around this time, okay? For those of you that are going to do the energy work on your throat chakra and your solar plexus, okay? Because you could have blockages around that. Now, let's see, my dear Gems, what's going on. Okay, if you need to reach out for a personal reading, energy clearing, cord cutting, scrying, spells, or any other services that I offer, there is an email in the description box below, so feel free to use it. Okay, let's see what's going on. Okay, Gemini. Yeah, you see, some of you, there could have been some situation here that it's a little bit shaking you up. You see the tower is showing up, so it could be some type of information, something here that maybe needs a quick fix here, okay? So you better, that's why I told you, better get this in order, okay? Even if you're conflicted about this situation, you really don't know how to go about this, sit down with your twin and work it out, or ask for assistance, see how you're gonna be, maybe how you can be helped here by whoever you need, to be just addressing here. But some of you might need a little bit help here, okay? So there is something here that it's quite challenging, but tower happens when it needs to. So, well, let's see where this is going, because this is Scorpio energy here. It's Mars in Scorpio, so some of you could be a little bit overwhelmed. I already told you that, this could be this draining energy that I was really picking for you. Things do need to change with the tower, okay? This way or the other. So let's see. Yeah, well, my dear Gems, you do need a clearing session. You have the Eight of Swords. I told you some of you are overwhelmed. I know, because I was born with a gift. I do read this energy and then the cards follow. And this is your energy, Eight of Swords, the Gemini. This is usually, in the classic tarot, it's a person blindfolded, swords around, it represents some type of inability to move forward. So maybe you need to talk to somebody, maybe you need somebody's assistance, or you really need to sit down and, just focus here, because this is a very scattered energy here, it's like all over the place here. Some of you might have been really drained because of this paralyzes here, whatever is going on. You could have been overthinking this situation and still not finding the solution. Of course, if you're overthinking, you're not going to find it, but that's the Gemini's trait. You see, we sometimes just need to relax, okay, and to take a step back, and maybe to ask assistance if you can't really do this on your own. But even if you're going to get well with your twin, first you need to ground your energy, okay? So meditation, clearing session here, that's a must, because something here was really challenging, okay? Let's see, my dear Geminis. Troubles never end, eh? Let's see, they will. Yep. Okay, here we go. Now we're a little bit stuck here with the Hangman, but the good news is I do see this light coming in. So you do have some good things coming in on the horizon. Pretty soon you're going to get the clarity, you're going to get the information, you're going to get what you need in order to move forward. Also, you're going to recharge your batteries. I'm telling you, some of you, the energy is really, really low. So just take some time out from this overthinking or from anything that you're doing. Just take some time for yourself. Meditate, do your clearing sessions, whatever you need. Ground your energy here. You're going to need to start seeing something differently here, okay? And the things are changing. They're not going to stay the same because they shouldn't. The Tower never happens. If you're fine, this is not your reading, okay? Pisces here with the Hangman. Okay, let's see what's going on. And again, I'm picking strongly throat chakra and solar plexus here. Strongly, Gemini, strongly. Yep, you are going to recover from this, the Strength card, you see. And here in this deck, it's all about recovery. Now, this is also self-mastery, when to push, when to pull. And this is mastering these two twins to work together, okay? Some of you exercise here. I know that it sounds crazy. I mean crazy, not really, but you know, some people are like, what does this have to do? Well, it has. It's going to be very, very beneficial for you to start connecting to nature. Just go out, get some fresh air, you know, and definitely start maybe a new diet, exercise here, because something is wrong. I do see some type of, you know, just, well, a little bit of, I don't know, just messy situation, something, but inside, this is like on the energy level between your chakras here. Something is really just out of order, okay? So definitely see what are you going to do about that, okay? Of course, that is exercising, connecting to nature, whatever, you know, like here, fresh air, it does help. Okay, and don't overthink this. Don't sit home and drive yourself crazy overthinking the situation. Go out, okay? If you need to talk, if you have somebody to talk, do that. Ask for help, or just, you know, get your twin out for a, joyride. Look at this, the sun. What did I tell you? That's about that. That's your mostly solar plexus here. Something is really, you know, some of you could be feeling even under the weather a little bit here, but that's why I'm telling you, just go out, see the light here, allow the light to come in, okay? Because you do have it here. It's going to be offered, but you have to recognize it here. You see the Eight of Swords, the person is blindfolded. There is something here that is keeping you stuck, okay? But this is your potential. Work on it, James. It's going to pay off here. And when I say pay off, it doesn't have to be money, you know, it can be this healing that you need, even the physical. Some of you could be like really not feeling very well lately. But definitely this is going to allow you to move forward. Recharging, definitely solar plexus here. And then this is abundance, happiness, satisfaction. You see, whatever you need. You have a strong Leo coming one after another here. Now, Leo usually ties to creativity, so to see where this goes, you know. Some of you could be having some type of writer's block here. I don't know what you're doing here. So if that's the case, you know, if you're just not inspired, you just don't know how to work through a situation, well, ask somebody maybe for assistance, exchange the information, or even the information how the people, you know, like that went through the similar situation work their way out of them, okay? So that could be also beneficial. Or, as I say, sit down with your twin and make peace here, okay? Collaborate, because, I mean, here you're not really, you know, doing much. So, and it's not about being lazy. It's sometimes some things are really overwhelming and it's not easy, okay? So I'm not trying here to offend anybody, so please, you know. Anyway, you will have a positive outcome here, and whatever is happening here, it could be quite challenging, but this is something that needs to be realigned. You see, Tower is realignment here, and obviously here is hanging upside down, so something is wrong. Here you're stuck, here you're stuck, upside down, you see. Also, you have 88, very abundant outcome. I told you already, twos are also about abundance. Very good for coupling, though, as well. Well, let's see. So, Gemini, What a reading, huh? Yeah, something is just not. This is the end of this journey. 10 of Wands, just too much, you see, overwhelmed. You're either overworked, either, you know, like just have a lot of burdens, you know, a lot of responsibilities. Something is just not working. You have to share it, okay? For a lot of you, this is about that. For some of you, though, there is this inner conflict here. You're carrying this on your own. Even this inner conflict, maybe you just need to talk to somebody just to get a new perspective here and then to make peace with your twin and to move forward. You don't have to do everything on your own, okay? And definitely get out of your head here, okay? It's a dangerous place. It's a place where the, you know, like beautiful ideas are born, but also, well, some scary things, you know. So definitely get out of there, okay? At least for now. Now it's not really time to go there. You're going to go there when you get well, because here you're not really, you know, something is going on. Okay, let's see. Of course, it's a general reading. It's not going to be for everybody. Some of you are perfectly fine, and I'm so glad. But some of you are challenged right now. Yep, there is something here. You're hesitating, something here. What we are going to do, we're going to get burned. You see, the Queen of Wands here. Okay, that's Aries energy. Usually she's very bold, she's just, you know, ambitious, she goes for it. This is the only deck that I actually know that the Queen of Wands is hesitating. But for some of you, it could be some past situations that you got burned. So of course you're not going to go there again. Because, you know, once you touch the fire, you know that it's, okay, burning, it's not a really nice sensation, so you're not going to put your hand there again, okay? But here something is really very restrictive, you know, and we need to keep moving. So whatever this past experience is, well, you're gonna have to work through it, okay? It's almost like, you know, the one, for those of you that this is your twins, the one is like, okay, here we go, no, wait, you know. So this could be also very challenging and tiring and resulting in this very stagnant situation, okay? Very conflicted here. Okay, let's see what else. Yep, we need to put this in the past. You have the Judgment here, Scorpio energy. Well, this is some final decision here that needs to be made, okay? I mean, you do have the 10, the 20 here, so this something does need to be shut down. You see, we need to get moving from this, you see, whatever this is. Easier said than done, I know. You can help, yeah, you can help yourself. You see, you have a devil here, that's why. You can help yourself here by definitely clear your energy. Now, this could be your own energy here. Low self-esteem, fear, you know, like whatever is making you really drained. It could be some type of, you know, like if you're feeling under the weather, something here, but nothing that can't be worked through. But something needs to change, you know, change the approach, change what you're doing, you know, go out. If you're, let's say, sitting, you know, like just home, maybe it's better to go out, actually, you know, especially in nature, okay? So just see, something does need to change. And some of you, there is a lot of even deception going on here. So you really need to see something for what it is, okay? For some, maybe the Tower is bringing that revelation here of what this is. And then you're going to have to handle it. You are a little bit challenged, whoever this is, but nothing that can't be handled, gems. Okay, so let's just focus here. Okay, love you all, and, you know, good luck with this. Take care. Bye.